Hey everybody, this is Brandon from Sparksmith helping you see and be seen, and welcome to today's live stream. We got a couple of things to go over with you. We are going to be showing you some of our latest swag that we've got and some new products we got in stock, some that we have on order, some new stuff that we're kind of excited about bringing to you guys. We also have some new sponsors, and we also have some truck meet stuff to announce. So first things first, thank you for joining us. I wanted to talk about a couple of things that we've got coming. This one, we'll see. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but we'll give it a shot. I have some of these 3-row, 5-function brake light bars for the trucks, like the 48 and the 60-inch. Have some of those on order, so I'm pretty excited about that. They're the rigid ones. They're not the ones that like curl up on you, or when you put them on there, look like a snake going down the bed of your truck. We also have some switchback running board lights, so those will be kind of cool. It's something that we've had a few customers ask about, and we're ready to bring those to you. Should be a nice new product to add to the lineup. And lastly, I'm very excited about these. These are 10-row white LED wheel rings. So these things are going to be ridiculously bright. We found them from a supplier whose main product is making wheel rings of various sorts. So these are on order. We're just waiting on a tracking number to get them headed our way. So we'll have some of these in stock soon, but 5 rows on the outside and 5 rows on the inside, just a stupidly bright wheel ring. Pretty excited to bring those to you. I can't wait to get some in my hands just to see how obnoxiously bright they are. What else? Oh, swag stuff. So we got our little keychain flashlights, but we also got a branded glow-in-the-dark little wristband kind of holder thing for them. So these are, can you turn this off for a second? I was pretty pleased with these. They actually this one too. There's a little button down. Thank you, Jenna. Let's see if it'll still show up with the house lights on. Yeah, these things, they glow in the dark, which I think is kind of cool. I think it's fitting for the brand. These are things that they're not going to be on the website, but they are going to be available when we go to shows, and they are going to be available for some of our sponsors. We're going to find some different ways to start giving these things out. Oh, Chris Hughes has one. Yeah, no, I'm very pleased with these. Like, it's got a little magnet on the back. Flip out thing. It's got you can unclip, like clip keys to it or whatever, a little bottle opener. It's rechargeable, which I really like. So it's not like a one-time use thing and then you have to throw it away or replace the batteries or whatever. Like this one's comes with the USB recharging cable. And I've let a couple of these run from full to flat. They last like hour and a half, something like that at full power. So not a bad little light. So
blinding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also ordered, if you saw a post recently with the little ducky valve stem caps, that's definitely for the Jeep crowd, but we thought we didn't want to leave anybody else out. So we ordered some more just as some kind of goofy stuff to have around. Again, these won't be on the website, but you can find them when we go to local shows and meets, which more coming up on the meets we're going to in a minute. But we got this one, which also glow in the dark, but if you can see, it is a friendly hand gesture, shall we say, all 3D printed. So if you wanted these for yourself or maybe to give to a friend without asking them, could be a fun thing. And in that news, we also have one. I'm particularly happy with this one. It is exactly what you think it is, and it glows in the dark, and it goes on your valve stem cap. Oh, there it goes. Four on the floor. So we have those in pink and black and glow in the dark. So there you go. I think those are the only 3 colors I got on these guys. But those could be a really fun thing if you've got somebody that you particularly like or don't like, and you wanted to maybe put some of these on their back right tire so that everybody else can enjoy it without them knowing. That could be a fun thing to do. Anyway, just having some fun with it. We also have the middle finger ones in more of like, I guess, a vaguely skin-toned color. And I think we could have been blue as well. Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you. So a couple of different options. Again, these are just going to be something that we have like at our booth when we go to car shows and truck shows and stuff like that. just as a fun little thing to add on. If anybody's got, like us, you got to have a sense of humor, man. You can't take this stuff too seriously. So life's too short for that shit. Let me see if I can get this. So it's got a strobe mode too. So in case you want to give somebody seizures, you got that. So anyway, more stuff you can find in person should you be in the area that we happen to be in when we're at a show. In other news...
And then we have the wavy hand.
Ooh, yeah. Where is that? Is there one... There's one over on that table right by my workbench. I don't know if it works, but grab that one and we'll see. Yeah, we've got one other thing that is going on the website. In fact, I'll see if I can find it real quick. It's something that goes on the inside of your back glass in case you wanted to communicate with those around you, not how you feel about their driving. Or if you just want to wave hello to them. It is, I think it's funny. So these come in two different flavors. There's one that's RGB, and then there's one that's like an amber color. Has a little remote to it. Got self-adhesive strips that go right here, and then you just kind of plaster it up against the inside of your rear window. And it does this, and you can make it wave. It also does this one.
I have a video.
And, ooh, do you? Actually, I've got it pulled up on the
Okay.
tablet here. Let's see. So you can see, again, you can find these on the website if you just search for hand gesture. It's just kind of another fun thing. Again, we're not taking stuff too seriously here. I think it's fun, and hopefully somebody else does too, because it's got a little remote control with it, and you can kind of wave to your neighbors. So anyway, just a little fun thing that we tried to throw up on the, they are not cigarette lighter or USB, they are battery powered. So they take 3 AA batteries in the back of the hand, and then they use, the remote comes with its own battery. So you just gotta source yourself 3 AA batteries. I like to use the rechargeable ones, because then if you forget to turn it off or whatever, you can just pop them out, recharge them, and put them back in. So there you have it. New stuff on the site and in our hands. New products on the way that I'm very excited about. Hopefully we'll have those very soon. In other inventory related product kind of stuff, we had Chris, he's asking for one of the, you're talking about the hand gesture thing, then absolutely, man, we can hook you up. The tow mirrors are on order. They are en route right now. We have a tracking number for them, so we should have those in maybe a week or so. So if you've been holding out for some of our tow mirrors, still no news on the power fold situation. Unfortunately, that's been one that's just surprisingly hard to get it right, because I want it to be something that just works. I don't want to have to go with these concessions of well, you got to do this and you got to do that. I want to find something that just works. So until we find that, we're going to stick with the things that we know work and we know is a good product. But we'll have those, just the standard tow mirrors with the running lights and all that in stock soon. Let's see, rock lights are kind of one of the last product related things. Is we just got a full shipment of our switchback rock lights in. This, you can tell it's pretty good size. This is the 8-piece kit, so we have them in 4-piece and 8-piece. We also have some extra individuals, so if you want to add some on, we can certainly do that for you. I've been very, very happy with these particular rock lights. I've got a set on my truck. I love them. They come with this really heavy-duty harness, and they are a machined aluminum housing, and they've got some bulk to them. They don't feel cheap. And they don't feel like a lightweight little piece of plastic. Like if you've had some rock lights, say from Amazon or something like that, these far exceed those, and they work on both white and amber. We have an tutorial on YouTube, I believe, talking about if you wanted to use them for your turn signals. You can kind of customize the wiring on these if that's something you want to do to make them work as a running light and a turn signal. That's all stuff that can be done. So anyway, super bright rock lights, find them out on sparksmith.com.
Are you able to turn them on right now?
Yes. it'll take a sec, but I can entertain our viewers whilst doing so. So these, one thing to note on these rock lights, if you're staying tuned for this, the harness, whether you buy a 4 or an 8-piece set, the harness has 8 outputs. So you can buy a 4-piece set, then you can add on another 4 later if that's something you'd like to do. Let me get this plugged up here. And they come with the rubber base mounts and stainless steel hardware. They come with 2 different types of mounts, actually. They got a flat one, so you can flush mount them and let the wires kind of run out whichever direction you need. They've also got the kind that have a curve to them, so if you're mounting them on, say, a roll cage or something of that nature, you can do that as well. And if we apply power, then a little 3-way switch. So let me pull this blue coating off because it's giving it a real funky color. There we go. So that's the amber, obviously. Very bright. Like, you're going to notice these are on. And then if you flip it the other way, you've got your white. So nice, bright, clear, like pure white kind of color to them. So yeah, been very happy with these. Solid products. So again, find these over at sparksmith.com. We've got a good inventory of them right now. We also have a set of these in the hands of our friend Connor Sonnenberg, who's going to be making some content for us here in the not too distant future. I can't wait to see that. Connor always does good work. Feel free to head over and check him out. I believe his handles are just Connor Sonnenberg. He's a good guy. Hopefully we'll get to hang out with him someday. At least get him on the podcast. We do have a new guest coming up for our podcast next week. First full week of May, we are going to be recording with our friend Joseph Kaiser. His handle is C2500. Is it underscore?
Yeah, C2500 underscore Chevy.
Yeah, C2500 underscore Chevy. God, I'm so bad at that stuff. Anyway, we've been working with Joseph as a sponsor of ours for a number of years now, and we're excited to have him on board with the podcast. Can't wait to meet and talk to this young man. His truck is just like I always have a soft spot in my heart for those like the late 90s Chevy trucks before they switched to the Silverado. A buddy of mine had one in high school. I always thought they were a really good truck, and his is just beyond compare. The thing is so clean. And I know he's been working his butt off all winter working on it and making some improvements. We're going to talk to him about that and kind of future plans and things like that. So stick around if you want to check out our podcast. We'll be making some more announcements about that here pretty soon. Let's see, the new sponsors. Yes, so some of our most recent sponsors that we brought on board. We've got Titus Fisher, which is thatlit_97. We have Alex Valentini, 6.6 LLY_cat-eye. Now, we've worked with Alex before, and Titus too, right? Like, yes. I think they were on previously, but we renewed their sponsorships, and we're really glad to have them back on. And then Jesse Howard, which is SLO_DMAX614. Another sponsor that we are so glad to have on board, and we appreciate you guys, and we thank you. Be sure to check out those pages. We'll see if we can link them in the captions or whatever for this, so you can check out all of their really good content. Let's see. The other thing I want to talk about, I got 2 more. One is I finished the van. I've put about 300 miles on it, and this was one that... So if you're not familiar, if you haven't heard me, I feel like I've talked about it endlessly. It's a 92 Chevy G20 conversion van. My grandfather bought it new and used it to tow my grandmother basically all around the country. To places like Yosemite and back, towing his Airstream trailer. So you can imagine this majestic beast cruising down the highway. I have put, like I said, 300 miles or so on it, just in and around. We took it to a little car show. This almost like new velour interior, the back bed that folds up and down, hold on, at the push of a button. And we've got some LEDs in the interior here. We used our halogen T10 bulbs to keep that classic look in here, but kind of modernize the look of it. Chris Hughes says make it the 18 band. I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to ruin this one. I am going to go through one of my next little projects, kind of glow this thing up and replace all the exterior lighting with LED. We're going to do a side-by-side comparison, kind of walk you through what we believe is the right way to update the LEDs on a classic ride like this. Sometimes when you get older things like this, they tend to have some funky nuances to them when you start switching things to LED. And we're going to go through kind of what to expect on an older vehicle like this. I'm talking like pre-96 kind of stuff. And ways that you can make everything work like it's supposed to, but you still have modern lighting on your ride. And there's ways you can do that without it looking overly modernized. You know, so if you're wanting to keep that classic look and keep the kind of halogen look of things, you can do that and still have LEDs in there and kind of keep the vintage vibes of it. So that's the goal in the van. That's something we're going to do here in the next couple of weeks. I got some boat stuff to work on first, but stay tuned for that. Let's see. New products, new sponsors, got our rock lights and swag and all that stuff. Last but not least, I will say that I have put money down. I've got my spot reserved and an Airbnb reserved and all that, and we are going to the Useless Truck Meet in Lafayette, Indiana. That is April 16th to the 18th up in Indiana. August? What did I say?
April.
Oh, yeah, sorry. August 16th to 18th. Thank you, Jenna. So that's one that Sam Hintermeister had asked me if I wanted to come, and I was like, it's like 8.5 hours drive for me, but my girlfriend's down for it, so we're going to road trip it up there. We are going to have Sam's truck and my vendor booth set up there outside at the Useless Meet. I'm excited about that one. I know it was a huge show last year. It is a charity show raising money for cancer, and I'm excited to be a part of it. So also excited to kind of be up in the neck of woods of a lot of our constituency. I know you're out in that way, so I'm pretty sure Darian Stum's going to be there. Sam Hintermeister, I think Alex, our new renewed sponsor, will be there. And if you're going to be there, let us know. And be sure and stop by and see us at the Sparksmith booth. So that one I'm pretty excited about. I love a good road trip, and this should be a good show. So we'll be posting some more about that in the coming weeks. But yeah, if you're anywhere in the Indiana area, this Useless Truck Meet is definitely one to attend. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. I think that's about it. Yeah, it's been a good week. It's only Tuesday, so, give it time. But no, things are going great around here. We've got some new products coming in that I'm very excited to share with everybody. Hopefully by the next live stream, we will have some of those on hand to actually demonstrate for you and be putting out some new YouTube content as well. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate everybody. Love you much. Thanks for all the support. And as always, if you have any questions, looking for some product-specific recommendations, anything like that, you can always email support@sparksmith.com. Thanks, everybody. Take care.